After you?
I'm not going in there first.
Of course not.
You always go first, that's the deal. Why not?
Because I've got to...
Hold the camera? That's
Yeah.
fine, I'll hold the camera.
No. No.
I'll watch you slide down this death track.
This is non-optimal entry.
Oh, it's getting stuck.
Pretty much. Oh, my head torch has fallen off.
Come in first.
Good.
In fact, let's be honest, it's going to be fact.
Just...
It's going to be some fucking spiders.
Yeah, just pretend the spiders are not there.
Obviously. What have you got through that tiny hole, Max?
Did you not see the big one on the way in?
Oh, a bowl.
Yes, a bowl. Oh, doesn't it feel relieving to be able to stand up? So tonight, everyone, we are in Upper Balls Green Mine, part 1. I say part 1 because there are 2 mines right next to each other in this part of Nailsworth, so we're still in the Nailsworth area. This one, as far as I know, is called Upper Balls Green Mine. It is all a little bit confusing. Our last one was just called Balls Green. This one is Upper Balls Green. There's another one next to it which is potentially also called Upper Balls Green. And then there's one about 100 metres down the road called Lower Balls Green. So they weren't very creative with their names. But like I said, I don't actually know if those are official names or just the names that some guy gave them when he was creating markers on a Google Maps page that I happened to stumble across several years ago now. Much like Balls Green Mine, this is small. There's not much to it. You come down through a little crawly hole at the start. It's obviously not going to be the main entrance that was used however thousands of years ago or whenever these mines were in use. My personal belief is that the mine here and the mine right next door somewhere along the line are or used to connect, so they're all just a big part of one big system. But where that connection is, if it exists, I'm not too sure. Haven't found it yet. May do tonight, you never know. Probably the least visited one of the ones around here, I would say. When we haven't been in here for what? Quite a few years. Last time we came in here I took some photos and that was back when Joe had hair, so...
Wow.
Quite some time.
Max was slim.
Alright, fair enough. Let's go, so that's coming up towards the entrance down there, down this slope here. I've got a first little junction. Let's go to the left. I honestly can't remember the layout of this place. Won't take you long to work out though, like I said, it's not a big place by any means. Certainly not compared to the other stone mines that litter around the southern England sort of area, southwest. Are we at the dead end? We're at the dead end already. That looks like a big collapse.
Yeah, that does. Keep it rock climbing.
Yeah. Nah, I don't fancy that. That rock in the middle looks like it's barely being held up. I wonder, does it go off through to the left? Yeah.
It does actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, is that another Desperados? There was a Desperados in the other one, wasn't there?
That one's a can, the other one was a bottle.
Ah, well. Desperados man has been back, clearly. Yeah, it does to some extent. You probably climb... Might have a look up through there later when we're done with the... done filming. Obviously want to be careful, but main blockages could lead to significant more discovery. I don't know if there was some sort of track that used to along where you can see this bit of a dip here. I don't know if some sort of track used to be in place. I know they were used in these mines because there's a very well preserved minecart actually in Lower Balls Green Mine, which we will get on video hopefully quite soon. Right, so we've got got a bit of a little bit further on, bit of a split three-way junction by the looks of it. Off that way, and that way. Yeah. Play the good old games, spot the oldest piece of graffiti you can find. Yeah, these passages don't seem to go on for very long in this particular one. But as I say, it could have connected. The one next door is significantly larger. Potentially the largest of all four that I've been to around in Nailsworth. Nice bricks. You are. Nice bit of limestone brick. It was quite funny when I was walking around the Bath Christmas markets, and obviously all the buildings there are made out of this stuff. You can just walk around like, I know precisely which piece of stone that building was made from. I know where that came from, a couple of miles down the road.
What the hell is that?
That is a weird rock formation.
Natural.
Yes. Completely. What's that? Some sort of. There is sign of human activity.
What?
Don't know, some like sock-looking thing.
Sock-looking thing.
There's something over there.
What? That thing?
That blue thing.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what it is.
Well, you don't want to find out?
I'll go and have a look if you want.
What a loser. Well, I am getting a bit annoyed about this lack of headroom.
Lack of headroom. Why, you afraid you're going to bang your head without a helmet on? You coming down, or shall I just walk?
Continue.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. Some big ass stone. Huh. Yeah, somebody's done a couple of weird formations up here for some reason. You'd know about it for a split second. So these sort of areas look like genuine dead ends because they don't look like, well, I say they don't look like fall-ins. Obviously there is a collapse, but it doesn't look like it's actually blocking anything. Looks like it's just where the roof's fallen in, but it's not actually blocking any further passage anywhere. Can you see my light shining around there? Yes. Yeah. Hello.
Very white.
Yes, I expect I am. That blaring light on me. So, although I plan on naming this video Upper Balls Green Mine Part 1, I'm not too sure at the moment if part 2 is going to be doable. We've just gone and checked the entrance before coming in here, and it is currently locked and gated, or gated and locked even. There was a point, or at least it was the first time and the last time we actually looked around there, it was open to get into. Somebody's decided to go and weld it shut, understandably to some extent. You know, these are hazardous areas, as I'm sure you can understand. Although why they only decide to block off some and not the one right next door to it, I don't really know. Maybe it falls under somebody's land and they don't want responsibility for people getting crushed by these rather large, unstable looking rocks. Middle section. Classic mine scene, this, with the 2 high dead stone walls up on either side. Sounds weird putting it that way, dead stone walls, but I guess that's what you call them. Walls made up of stone deads.
I do not like the look of that.
No, understandably.
That is hanging by a thread.
It's like you just come around the corner and there's some remnants of what looks like an old bonfire, or campfire even, up on the ground. Whether that was the case, I don't know. All these, like, where it looks like all the wood's been burnt.
The wood rots, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So they put them there so they can see if the rocks move, can't they?
Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. They wedge a bit of wood in between the, you know, minor cracks or whatever. Wedge it up there.
If your wood's not there the next day, you know to run.
You know that it's yeah. It's moving.
Do you get a couple of the older, lesser horseshoe bats, I think they are, in these mines? Not loads, but you will see them dotted around the place. Possibly even greater horseshoes as well, although I haven't seen many of those in my lifetime. I'm not a bat expert. I just wonder where the main route would have been through for this one, because obviously they wouldn't have come through that little tiny hole, so I reckon it must have joined up to the one next door somewhere, but admittedly there's no obvious route, is there?
Not what you're saying.
Unless there was something at the start where that collapse was, but even like around here it doesn't look like there's... They just look like dead ends. There be anything up there? Could be worth a look. Doesn't look like it.
And Max was never seen again. What's the update?
There's a wrap there for a chicken and bacon Tesco meal deal, £2.50.
Must have been 2019.
Essentially.
It's gone up now, I'm sure.
Nothing obvious, but can't quite see everything. I don't fancy crawling over a load of deads without my knee pads though.
Hello, third sister.
Good cottage stuff. Thought that was some kind of massive cockroach down there.
Cockroach. Squished it.
Yes, I squished it. It does, it's just a bit of wood though.
Should I take that forward?
Yes.
Anything up here? Trying to think where the very faint pathways seem to go. Any sign of like-minded explorers who know of a route that we don't? Potentially. Nothing obvious though, I must say. That is true, yes. Although there was also an arrow like that back there pointing towards the exit, so... Was it? I'm sure I saw a yellow one as well. I mean,
Obviously that could have been spare.
that is true, yeah.
It looks quite heavy.
Well, the only other... It was up there, which I couldn't quite see around the corner, so... Although if there is a way on right there, you'd have to crawl. I would like to know though if and where all these kind of joined up, because the entrances to all of them seem to be just a bit too... they certainly don't feel like the official placements wherever they were back in... I don't know how long these mines ago were used.
Well, we had 60 or 42 or whatever.
1942, reckon. Well, that'll be quite late in comparison, I reckon, to what's going on here.
Someone's dropped a plate.
A plate, and they've done a poor job of trying to put it back together, I see. Interesting. Yeah. Don't feel like you'd need the arrows in this place. That's true. Well, I'm sure you could have... Yeah. Like I said, this place is short and sweet. Gonna say, oh, every 10 metres, guys, let's put an arrow down just to be sure. Just to doubly check that you don't walk down there for 20 metres and get lost and stranded and stuck inside this mine for...
I mean, really we shouldn't lock, because that is exactly bad practice.
Yes. Yes, it is, guys, that's true. Always know where you're going if you can. Even if it means following some random guy called Ash and the name signs that he leaves around in one of the biggest stone mines in the country. Go, do your scouting duty. Oh, he's gone out of view, guys. I think we're going to have to follow him. Ah, boo. Nah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay, maybe I do believe it. It's all these really small kind of nooks and crannies that you want to look into and think, could there be something else down there? You never know. There's a little chamber to the left. See, I wonder if that was more of a proper entrance down here. Looks like some actual proper brickwork. There's some chiselled... Yeah, see, look at that. There's some like... That looks like a chiselled water funnel or something. What, big spider?
A big spider.
Nah, it's a little one.
How dare you?
Yeah, this looks more like what could be a proper entrance. Maybe they just put a mini small minecart in there and pulled it along there. I don't know, can't quite see what's along.
You've got to set the tree. Look bottom left, Max. You
Ooh.
upset that one.
What? Did it move?
It moved.
Oh no. I don't like spiders.
I don't know, do I?
I wonder what this was used for, this like funnel thing then. Interesting. Not comfortable. That's a little bit of a, yeah, bit of a crouch through that small little section in the entrance. I think that is it for this mine, folks. It is not big. Like I said, I am going to label it part 1. I don't know if and when part 2 will come. That was the plan, to do the mine next door next, but like I said, it's currently gated and locked, so I wouldn't put any immediate hope in getting in there straight away, but maybe in the future that will be a different case, as it has been before. So next time will be Lower Balls Green Mine, which is arguably, I'd say, the most interesting. It's got the old abandoned minecart, which is quite interesting to see. So we'll go and take a trip over there at some point, I imagine. Yeah, I think that's it. Episode 2 of Nailsworth Mines over and out. Bye!